Thank you very much. And on behalf of the Giant partners, we are really honored to be here today and for this invitation of the Kickoff Symposium. I'm very glad to be able to present the Giant Alliance, and although it's not as difficult as the three beautiful talks we had just before, it may be complex, however, so I try to do my best to explain what Giant is. So, do you like the... So, yeah. Okay, I go this way. Okay. So Grenoble, maybe everybody knows that, is a small city in the Alps, and but is the largest research center in France after Paris. And it hosts about 60,000 students on the east campus of the city, and half of them are enrolled in science. So there is a long tradition of strong cooperation between research, industry, and education in Grenoble, thanks to these three men, two scientists and an industrialist who anticipated and prepared the future. So Louis Nel, the Nobel Prize in Physics, the founder of the CEA Grenoble, Louis Weil, former dean of the Grenoble University, and Louis Merlin, industrial founder of Merlin Gérin Schneider Electric now. So they decided the construction on the west side of the city. And first of all, the construction of the CEA in 1956, followed by the creation of a big laboratory of the CNRS, I will explain later what it is, in 1962. And on the same site, in 1967, the ILL, the neutron reactor, was built, and the ESRF, the European Synchrotron Radiation Facility, in 1988. Finally, we had the inauguration of Minatec in 2005. Minatec stands for Micro Nanotechnologies. And based on the model of Minatec, we launched the Giant project in 2009 for innovation partnerships. So Grenoble also is historically a high-tech industry area, as you can see, all along the different valleys that surround Grenoble. We have a lot of different activities, and especially a success in historical success, I would say, in electric and electronics industry. So where is Giant? Giant is on the west side of the city of Grenoble. Downtown is here, and the university campus is over there. And the founding member of this alliance are three academic members: the School of Management of Grenoble, Polytechnic Institute of Grenoble, and Joseph Fourier University. There are two national research organizations involved: the Centre National de la Recherche Scientifique and le Commissariat à l'énergie atomique et aux énergies alternatives. And finally, three European large-scale research facilities with the European Molecular Biology Laboratory, the ESRF, and Institut Langevin, ILL. All those partners and members were really supported by local and regional, national, international authorities. So the organization, in fact, is quite simple. They wanted to keep it simple. So each member are independent legal entities. And however, we still have a steering committee that gathers 3 times a year, basically. And also Giant executive team, which runs or define the Giant roadmap and the budget, and a Giant team also, and project coordinators to animate this campus on the scientific aspect, economic activities, and campus lives, etc. So here is a picture of all our president and directors, that just to show you how enthusiastic they are on this project. So the objective of this member is really to work together and to respond to major societal challenges in the domain of information, energy, and health. And also, they wanted to remove barriers, between those institutes, or by creating centers of excellence and bringing together research and technological platforms, higher education, and industry. Beside the scientific development, they also wanted to achieve a major urban transformation of the area, and I show you later what's going on over there. So here are some key numbers of what Giant is today, although those numbers are starting to change progressively, but because tomorrow Giant will be accepting, I would say, more researcher and more inhabitant also, more students. They already arrived this year through 2 schools of engineering, and we hope to create more industrial jobs too. So, some important numbers are the number of publications and patents, and also the invest euros, between 2010 and 2015 on this site, including money and support on research and education, on infrastructures and public transportation accommodation, for estimated 4 billion annual economic impact. So we mentioned that we wanted to remove the barrier between those the labs, and by creating those 3 technological center, Minatech for micro nanotechnology, Green for Grenoble Energy, and NanoBio. And those are also combined by 3 transverse centers: the European Photon Neutron Science Campus, the fundamental research, and technology management. So I'm going to go very quickly through these centers. So Minatech is basically the model and the prototype to make a Giant, because we gathered, on a same small site, I would say, actors from education, from where David is employed, Grenoble INP, FELMA, some researchers on basic research and more applied research. Here you have the 10,000 square meters of clean rooms of the CEALITI, and some also industrials that can rent some labs and clean rooms and offices. So the idea again was to have easy access to research infrastructure, prototyping demonstrators, and also a pool of students or professors and industrial partnerships. Minatech is organized in platforms. So the Sim Nanotech, for example, is the platform dedicated to education and training, upstream research or nano-characterization, but also pre-industrial platforms like the MEMS 200 with industrial partners. So Green for clean energy is also the campus for energy storage, production and renewable energy, energy management. And again, NanoBio for biotechnologies, health. So NanoBio, the center works on nanomaterials and nanostructures, the structural biology at the European level, and Cleanatech for medical application. I mentioned also these transversal centers, so the EPN Science Campus with the 3 main institutes plus the Institut de Biologie Structurale, the IBS, here on the Giant Campus, and the fundamental research branch with major institutes in Grenoble. Institunel is a big actor from CNRS, and some other from CEA or academic labs, and mixed unit. That's something very specific to France, where you mix people from research organism or academia. And finally, technology and innovation management with the basically the work of Grenoble École de Management, our School of Management, where they help us on promoting responsible business practices through expertise in nanotechnology and innovation management. We also have a dense concentration of industrial on the site, 40 companies, basically all over the place. And of course, more than 100 collaboration with startups. We also have startups, you know, in this particular area at Minatec. I explained that the idea was also, because this part of the city was very research-oriented, and there were only 300 inhabitants in this part of the city. The idea was really with the city of Grenoble and the project Grenoble Presqu'île, that's the name of the project, to have a major urban transformation by having more, housing, shops, leisure facilities, transport infrastructure. So we have here simulation of what I'm going to see from my own office. And in fact, it started this summer. And as you can see, we are already expecting more and more people to come over. So we also work on integrated environmentally friendly mobility. And one of the big results of an impact of Giant on the city was to extend the tram line up to the end of the Giant site. This way, Giant is well connected to the city and also to the other side of the east campus, the university campus. So people are now, it's impressive, taking those transportation to go from one side to the other, to go to the university campus. It's very, very convenient. Of course, we have also all kind of developing all type of car sharing, car pooling. We have also electrical vehicles on the side, the electrical Giant shuttle. And also the city put a lot of effort on electrical car that you can use. And hopefully soon we'll have all, common card to be able to switch and take one or the other media of transportation. So what is the next phase for Giant? We saw that still, already we have a big impact on education, research, innovation, industry, jobs, etc. But I would say in terms of construction, the next big project that my boss is really willing to support is the Open Innovation Center that should should be open and inaugurated in 2018 to have, this specific place where people exchange ideas and information, open laboratories, prototyping, etc. Then, of course, it's a question also to welcome new inhabitants and to involve the students also who arrived this year, we opened this green air school on energy. So a lot of labs and faculty moved on the Giant campus to be close to the actor involved in energy, battery. We mentioned them earlier. And the FELMA project at Minatec also, which is supposed to host the student in September. And also continuation of education and societal project. In fact, I mentioned that we had this coordinator, this Giant team working on different programs where Giant is involved, with schools, university student, researcher, industrial. So, for example, we offer training for European Research Council candidates. We prepare them to write, their proposal and to help them with the English, also for the oral presentation. We have a researcher network, student network, so we try to make this site living. We also have this program, Industry Connection, and a Giant Science and Technology Review, which is new. We work a lot with high school kids and industrial too. So, and of course, there is the Giant International Internship Program, which is a big program in this list of activities. And so we started this program a few years ago in 2010-11 to increase the number of international students with such experiences at the undergraduate level, but also the graduate level. And of course to develop new international collaboration and cooperative projects with top university. And I think really we are very happy to be part of this new project. So it's the GIP program is a 10-week research experience during summer for American students and fall session for South Hemisphere students. We propose scientific seminars, site visit, oral presentation beside placed in the student in the research lab, and also the French-American workshop. Just one slide on to say that this program has been very successful, and we have reached 116 students hosted in this program since 2011, with a big increase those last years. And I put the picture of some of the UPenn students or Alabama State students who participated in 2012 and 2014, and they came back either for postdoc or PhD program or another internship. So we are very proud and very happy that they liked it. And of course, we have this special collaboration with UPenn. I got the same picture, and I must just underline the fact that the region Rhône-Alpes, who actually has a cooperative agreement with Pennsylvania, is regarding this program with a lot of expectation, and they put some money on this to support our program. Because again, there is this agreement. So we want to also acknowledge the Nanoscience Foundation and LANEF, and of course the NSF. And okay, we are looking forward to see you soon next summer on June the 13th and the 14th. And if you have any question, I have here just the list of all our partners, but you have already seen them during the previous presentation. So thank you.